Hey, what's up, guys? Coming down back from the video. And today I want to talk about Russell Wilson there. And mostly I'm going to talk about Russell Wilson, why Russell Wilson is not getting traded by a year. There's a reason why there, and there's a lot of stuff there why this is not really going to happen there and stuff. Because I've been seeing it on social media there saying, oh, yeah, Russell Wilson is going to get mostly going to only have a year left there. He is done with Denver, blah, 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 all that stuff there. But mostly the real reason why the Broncos are not, I'm going to tell you some bad news, guys. The Broncos are going to keep Russell Wilson. We're going to keep him there. We can't get rid of him next year. We can do it we can't do it this year there. But we can do it next year, but it's going to cost the Broncos a lot of money if we do that next year. And it mostly is technically going to hurt in cap space for the Broncos there if we did get rid of Russell Wilson. If we did trade Russell Wilson there to a different team going into next year, mostly because the cap space there, I think the cap space will be too high even for next year, honestly. Because we can't get rid of him this year, obvious reasons, because he only had 1 year of the team there, and mostly he was still under contract of that 1 year there. So technically, we can't get rid of him this year for any type of trade rumors and stuff like that. I don't really see that actually happening. The Broncos are definitely not going to the Broncos can get rid of him next year, but they don't want to do that. Reason why? Because they have to pay a big salary of the cap there. Where technically the big salary of the cap there is $85 million in the cap there if we got rid of Russell Wilson going into next year. So that's the reason why Denver's not going to get rid of him there. The Broncos are not going to pay up that or get rid of him and lose that amount of money there to actually get mostly into the cap space there. They're not going to lose that much cap space and stuff like that. Because if they did got rid of Russell Wilson going into next year, that means the Broncos had to get rid of a lot of talent going into next year also. And that's pretty bad for the Broncos there if we did got rid of Russell Wilson. We mostly might be hurting in cap majorly, and then there'll be a lot of trades there going into the next year. If we got rid of him going into the next year. And mostly if Russell Wilson plays like he does, and mostly this is this saying there about that cap space and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why the Broncos are not going to get rid of Russell Wilson there and stuff. And mostly for the cap space, or not really for the cap space, but for the Broncos the Broncos do have some stuff there. It can actually do it. If Russell Wilson there, if Sean Payton can fix Russell Wilson going into next year, the Broncos don't have to worry about that. Mostly we'll be keeping Russell Wilson for years to come there if he plays much better going into next year, and if Sean Payton can actually fix him going into next year there. But if Russell Wilson played like he played like last year, I think the Broncos are going to keep him until 2026 there, because 2026, that's when the cap might not be as big there and stuff. By 2026, the cap won't be as big for Russell Wilson there. So that's the real reason why I don't see the Broncos actually getting rid of him by 2024. I think it's going to be a 3-year cycle until something it's going to hit there. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think Russell Wilson's one and done there, and the Broncos are going to choke up that $85 million there, or you think he's going to play until 2026? In my opinion, I think he's going to play until 2026. So yep. Comment, rate, more sponsor to its bros. We like bros. Please subscribe. Hit that bell notification to see my uploads and live streams. Comment, more sponsor to its bros. Like, care out. Out of peace.